Special thanks to Anchor for distributing my podcast through Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, and Castbox. With my podcast, we're going to be bringing you discussions and personal commentary on music, entertainment, celebrities, politics, love, health, and happiness. So do you want the tea? Well, simply talk with TURKBISH. Just talk with me.
I spend time and I spend energy and I spend effort and I spend everything I have, every fiber of my being to give people quality.
When you're driving in a storm, it is very tempting to want to pull under the overpass and wait for the storm to pass because you don't want to get stuck in the middle of the storm. And so even right now in life, it is so easy to just want to pull over in the middle of the storm that we're in, and you want to pull over and stop dreaming and stop believing and stop thinking that things can get better. But I want you to know that God did not build you to pull over, that you are storm-proof because he's in the storm with you. So keep driving to that destination, and I'll see you there.
All rise. It is Easter Sunday. And the first thing we want to do first and foremost is give honor and give thanks to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and God for allowing us to be here. If it was not for him rising on that third day, we would not be here. So we want to thank God for allowing us to live in a world of sin, live through sin, and try to make it to that final resting place. So everybody out there, I hope everybody's having a great Easter. Remember that Easter is a time of restoration, and it's also a time of giving thanks, being thankful still, and giving honor to God for your life, for your happiness, for your family, for your friends, for everything that you have in life. That is what Easter is all about. So I want to wish everybody a happy Easter on this great Sunday. And I hope everybody has went to church or had church service in their home, which I do most of the time, and don't let people make you feel bad for going to church at home, because there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with praising God and receiving the word in the comfort of your own home. And don't let nobody else tell you otherwise. Some people say, well, it's because you don't want to pay your tithes. That's why no, it's not that. It's not that at all. I want to give thanks and praise God in the comfort of my own home. And for myself, I'm still not comfortable going out in large bodies of crowds with this whole COVID situation, even though the rates are coming down a little bit. I'm still not comfortable, and I'm not sure if I'll ever be comfortable enough being in high-risk situations. So, and that's no different. Church is no different. Just because church is a place to go worship and there's saints and Christians does not mean that I have to put my life at risk. So I just want to let everybody be mindful of that. Be mindful of the things you say to people, especially the churchgoers. You have the churchgoers, the Christians who believe strictly in their faith and not to be humanized. And some of the things they say can be taken and as a phobia sometimes, whether it's homophobia or things of that nature. I just want to acknowledge that and pinpoint that, because I see a lot of different things when Easter comes about every year, a lot of different jokes that people make, and I just be like, why do y'all have to make everything such a comedy show? Easter is not about being a comedy show. It's not about being funny or paying attention to what someone wears on Easter. Even those are the minor things that y'all should be worried about. You should be in the church thinking about God and all that he has done for you. instead of worrying about what lady has the best church hat, or what man has the best church suit, or what is the first lady gonna wear, what is the pastor gonna wear, how long is, things like that should not be your topic of conversation before Easter or on Easter. And I see a lot of that going on, and I just do not like it. And I'm going to always speak about it. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to tell the truth, because I believe in saying what comes to my mind. And that's just the way it's going to be. So this episode I didn't want to make long. I do have a few episodes coming out next week. So I don't want to elongate this episode. This will be by far the shortest episode that I have ever made. And I think you guys are going to definitely witness that by the end of this episode. But I want to go ahead and shout out to all of my listeners out in all of the countries that support me. Turkey, Sweden, Germany, Russia, and the US. I am very grateful for all of you guys for listening, for supporting. Shout out to all of my guests that have been coming on my show. Sunshine Anderson. Not Sunshine Anderson. Y'all, forgive me. Kevin Anderson, Bammy. I have a few guests next week that are coming that I'm excited about. I'll have someone by the name of Callie. You guys probably know a little bit about him. He's a rapper. He's also a barb and LGBTQ plus community member. So I am excited about him. He is a chart topper on iTunes. His EP Recalibrated just came out and was on the top of iTunes. So he was doing great. And I have been waiting to have him a part of the show, because we used to do radio back in the day for the Barbs. When I was a part of PFR, Pink Friday Radio. And so and it's Barbie Bitch Radio. So I'm excited to, talk with him and have that type of time. So he'll be up here next week. I have someone by the name of I Am Fresh, who is a music artist as well. He will be up here next week displaying his talents. So week by week, I'm going to have a lot of content. I'm going to be pushing out a lot of content. The only thing I'm here for you guys today is to just give you updates on shows that are out or are coming out. If you guys have been keeping up with Marriage Boot Camp, you have a lot of people on the show that are familiar faces. You have Mariah Lynn, K. Michelle, Lyrica, and A1. Then you have DJ Richie Sky. Not DJ Richie Sky. Lord, Rich Dollars. I'm saying all the wrong names today, y'all. So please forgive me on this episode. But like I said, Rich Dollars was a part of the cast as well, and a few others. So you guys check that out in your free time. A lot of you guys have been complaining about Power Book 4 with Tommy Force. And I think that you guys should revisit it, because it's on episode 10 now, and it has been heating up. It started heating up around like the third, fourth episode, and the plot is getting so much better. And some of the characters that are not the main characters kind of are becoming your favorite characters. So even though Tommy has always been a fan favorite, some other people have been introduced in the cast, and it's making it even more interesting. So for a lot of you guys, I don't know if you keep up with Love and Marriage Huntsville, but the new Love and Marriage DC is coming out soon, and that's going to be starring Monique Samuels, who was formerly a housewife on Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, given with her scandal, with her and Candace, the fight that happened and all of that, and how the reunion went, we knew that possibly was her last season. And so now she's coming out with a new show. Well, it's not her show. Carlos King is the executive producer, just like of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Love and Marriage DC is coming out next month and starring Monique Samuels. So we are excited to see what her and her husband Chris have in store for us, because honestly, we've been wanting to know what has happened since the whole fight with her and Candace. You know, that was a big thing when she was there on Potomac, and I hope that she has redeemed herself, she has changed for the better, and worked on herself. So we'll have to see. Let's see what we have here now. So, like I said, Love and Marriage, RuPaul's Drag Race, the reunion just happened, and y'all know we have the finalists already. We have Angeria, you have Diabetti, Willow Pill, we have Lady Camden, and forgot the other one right now, I'm sorry, but right now we have watched the reunion that just came out not too long ago, on Friday, actually, which was 2 days ago. And next week we'll have the finale. It's the first time that we have had 5 queens be sitting at the finale. And y'all know how RuPaul love to do. Throw those kind of daggers and those here it goes at you. You know how he does. So I wasn't surprised that it was going to be 5 people. This was a good season, honestly. He said that he could not, send somebody home from the top 5. He didn't see it. He didn't want to send nobody home from the season based off what he was saying. And I understand why, because when you have a good cast like that is slaying and they have actually brought the heat, then of course you're going to want to see what all of these girls got before you just crown a winner. In my opinion, I don't want Diabetti to be the winner. She does not embody a drag queen. She embodies a drag queen, but she does not embody what a crown holder should be. She has a nasty attitude. She works hard and she's very competitive. I will give her that. But I just do not believe she embodies what a queen should act like or be like. Give her kudos for how hard she has worked and how competitive she was. So Rihanna and A$AP Rocky escaped to Barbados amid their false breakup rumors. They're getting out of town. There was a breakup rumors and cheating allegations, and the couple was headed to Barbados. So of course she went home to probably escape all of the negativity. And so it's just really sad that you guys don't want to see her and A$AP Rocky together and thrive. Why would he do all of this while she's pregnant with his child? You guys are haters. You guys are haters. Nobody can tell people who to love, who to fall in love with, who to be with. That's not y'all place. So stop spreading false information and lies. The lies. Like, stop lying. That's all y'all have to do. So Coachella just happened, and Big Sean, he brought out Jhené Aiko and YG, and he debuts his new song at Coachella. Alongside other acts like Megan Thee Stallion was there from what I saw. I really honestly didn't see that much. And Kanye, of course. But, and Masego, I don't know if y'all have heard about him. He has a song I got called Yams. Go check it out. So good. I played it on my last episode, or the episode before that. Y'all should go check it out. It's called Yams, Masego. Masego. His Twitter name is Uncle Sego. So if you want to check him out as an artist, y'all would love him. Speaking of Big Sean, though, he spoke out to say how Harry Styles got paid more than him for his set at Coachella. So, it's very weird to see how the industry is still doing. It's not fair that our black artists are getting paid less than these white artists. Just because these white artists are pop stars doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't mean that Big Sean is not as big. He is big to us in the hip-hop community, might not be to pop music. So it's just not fair. So I think it was very fair that he spoke out. Anytime there's inequality, I feel like there should be people to speak out, just like when Monique spoke out. Monique spoke out about, how she was being treated and how Amy Schumer got paid more than her by Netflix. It's a very valid topic, and sometimes it gets swept under the rug based off the powers that may be. So think about that. 6ix9ine returns with his new single, Janae, Gene, I don't know how to say it. You know, he always has those weird title names for his songs. But the song is failing to top iTunes. Alongside Cardi B's new song, it's failing to top iTunes. Sad to say, but we already knew how it goes. You know, when you have payola for the beginning of your career, you can't expect to sell on your own when payola is not being as heavy. And for the song to even get up to the top 10 of iTunes, there had to be some type of payola involved. Not as much, because they don't want to push this song as much as they're going to push her first single. So we know how Atlantic is going to do, allegedly, with the payola when her first single comes out. Watch the difference. If y'all keep up with charts like I do, I'm a chart analyst. I love this stuff. Doesn't mean that I go based off charts and, based off the quality of songs, things of that nature, because none of that matters to me. Because we have so many talented artists who doesn't chart, whose songs are 1,000 times better than what is charting. But sometimes I look at the charts to configure other things that must be true based off an artist's history. So, it shows a lot. Like Nicki, every time Nicki drops, no matter if it's her song or not, or a feature, it goes number 1 on iTunes. Because, why? We actually buy her music. She has a massive fan base, and people want to hear it. And it is quality. It might not go number 1 on Billboard because we don't, for one, have payola. Everything we do is genuine, and we have to actually work for it and purchase it and buy it as Barbs. We don't just get handouts like the rest of these fan bases do, and production deals and all of that stuff. We don't. Radio deals. We don't even have a radio deal, and they barely play Nicki on radio. She's still kind of blackballed. She's been getting played a little bit more recently than her Hate Train years around 2017 to 2019. Her Hate Train years wasn't really getting no radio play at all. Not even her old songs. So it's crazy the time period we are in now when it comes to music and what we have to expect and what we had to accept. So recently, you guys, DaBaby has been in the news again. He allegedly shot an intruder during a home invasion. The officers responded to a shooting at the rapper's $2.3 million home in Troutman, North Carolina on Wednesday evening. Now, in the background of the audio, you guys can go look it up. I'm not going to play it for legality concerns and legality issues. But you can go listen to it, and there's a man in the background screaming, fighting for his life because he had just been shot. And DaBaby had basically told 911 I had a trespasser, and I shot him. He said I euthanized him. No, he said I neutralized him. That's what he said. So, he has still been hitting the damn nets, and it's crazy. DaBaby just does not know how to stay out of the media. But I guess as a male rapper that he is, he has to portray that type of, character. And it has to be talked about, and it's going to be talked about, and he probably can't escape that life even as a celebrity rapper now. So it is what it is. A lot of people don't agree with his actions, but people have to think way deeper into things and not just think, oh, you're a celebrity, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. There's always a reason for things. There's always a reason. Even a lot of y'all hate Tory Lanez for the whole Megan Thee Stallion case. Y'all still don't have proof that this man did it, but y'all hate him just because he was there. Y'all don't hate her best friend as much, who, by, fact, had gun residue on her, and there was no gun residue found on him. So I just think you guys pay attention to the wrong things, and y'all don't break situations down, and y'all just say the first thing that comes to mind. And I do think that there is a group of people out there who hates men. And that's just my opinion. I do think, I'm not going to say that it's all women. Because I have encountered a lot of men who hate men. You know? And it is what it is. Like, even celebrity men. So, like, it is what it is when it comes to people being who they are and going through situations and experiences. And it's not for us to judge. I might judge, but I'm still secretly not judging you, because at the end of the day, you got more money than me, and I'm striving to get to where you are. So, think about that, you guys. Lizzo's new song, About Damn Time, dropped. She did not host the SNL. Instead, she returns with her new single, About Damn Time. It's disco-infused bop. And we can thank Dua Lipa for starting that era again, because it was her. If you get into it, she started that era. Then you have Bruno Mars coming out with Silk Sonic. And now you have Lizzo trying to do and reimagine that sound as well, because Dua Lipa has made it popular. And I love Dua Lipa's music. She makes you feel it just like you were back in the day. So that song is really good. The video is good. I checked out the video on YouTube. Head on over there to check it out. Now, in the rap game, 6ix9ine trolls Fabio Foreign over his album sales. He announced his return last week, and he could not contain the beast that was inside of him, you guys. So he basically came for Fabio Foreign and said, "I'm the beast they couldn't contain, the industry most hated animal. April 15th, the King of New York is coming back. I'm going back home." He captioned it. But he did not find interest in Fabio. Fabio said 5 billboards in Times Square, top 5 songs in New York, Apple at once, and articles in both Daily News and New York Times. "Don't ever let that nigga say he the king of this city. Tweet the city of gods." And so, Bible was on pace to sell 29K a week in this first week. 6ix9ine responded, "This y'all king, not blackball, all those features, the whole industry promoted that, and now you, Kanye, and Nicki's sidekick, they even tried to help you promote." And woo, 6ix9ine is not having it with the girls. He still talks shit. He's a troll. And I want to also, like I said, I point out the fact that that Anika voodoo really works, because cardio, and 6ix9ine has failed to top the iTunes with their new singles. When you go against Nicki, it's gonna cost ya. Now it's fuck ya, and of course ya. So it's alleged that Drake may be taking shots at Pusha T on Jack Harlow collaboration. We don't know. We're just gonna have to see how that plays off. Drake, you must have some ammo if this is true, because you know what Pusha T did to you last time with Adidon. And we don't need another one of those for your career. And I don't think you want another one of those either. So either this is false, or either it's true and you have some ammo. And I'm excited to see where this goes, how it plays out. And, well, not excited. I'm interested. Because, rap beefs are always going to be around, no matter what. And y'all know I love Coi Leray. She responds to the critics over her album sales recently. And, she basically did not sell that much. She sold 11,000 copies in this first week. But the album was really good. And social media clowned her over the reported low figures. And she responded to the criticism, said, "God has been the best father to me. I can't complain about anything," she said. "My debut album is amazing, and not one song you could say is bad, and that is all facts, and that is all true." So, shout out to Coi Leray. You did a good job, mama. Don't let nobody tell you any otherwise, and you are an amazing artist, and you're going to be around, because the first thing you did was mention God, and you acknowledged that no matter what else, God is the priority and God is going to look out for me. And if you have that mentality, you're going to be great. So I want to shout out to Quilla Ray. Shout out to all of the rap artists out there that are doing their thing. And I think that's really all that I have for you guys today. Like I said, it was going to be very short, and I'm not going to hold y'all too long today. I have so many other things that I want to get done on my Easter Sunday, and I just want to enjoy my day today. So you guys that are out there, have a great Easter Sunday. Like I said, know what your Easter Sunday is really supposed to be about. Don't worry about the unnecessary drama, the unnecessary BS. Give God His praise, His grace. Be thankful. And love on your friends and love on your family. And if you're alone out there and you don't have your family around or your friends around, still be grateful and still be thankful, because God is with you always. Don't forget, do you want the tea? Well, simply talk with TURKBISH. Just talk with me.